the Congress is coming out speaking heavily against the government for abject civic apathy, but it's a little rich coming from the Congress because, yes, you're not in government anymore, but you were earlier, and the situation was quite the same. The waters from the slums are just now entering your own home.
I would request you to increase the studio volume a little bit for me because I can't hear you clearly. But you were asking me about Congress's reaction to the entire
I'm asking you about,
situation.
it's a little rich. Criticism from the Congress is a little rich right now where the Bengaluru apathy is concerned because you were in power, in government before. This is as much you're doing as it is the BJP's.
Well, let me just say, BJP came to power across India claiming that they are very different from Congress and they will deliver their promises. We have not seen the promises delivered. Having said that, yes, the previous speaker, I think, was talking about encroachment, lake beds and, stuff like that, which is true. In the last couple of years or last few years, we have seen Bangalore's infrastructure has cost multiple lives than anything else. And that is a point that we are all worried about. And look at how it is 10 minutes of rain is flooding the entire city, the entire IT hub, and multiple IT heads. The company which is headed by people like Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw have multiple times spoken about the poor infrastructure of the Bangalore streets, the Bangalore city. The question is, what has the government done? And we also did not have a governing body for the last 2 years. BBMP elections are around the corner. Hopefully, once the BBMP is in place, things might be a little better, is what I'm hoping. Because the dredging work that needs to be done before rains looks like it has not been done properly. Looks like the encroachment is one of the biggest issues. And will the big builders be penalized for encroaching on this?
But
will the encroachment be removed?
But Lavanya Baral, that was the question, because you're equally responsible for the fate of Bengaluru today. But, I'll come back to you. Dr. Rangappa, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party, is with me again. Dr. Rangappa, 225 crores loss a day for what is the tech city of India. There is no wonder, if you actually look at hard cold figures, that most companies don't want to invest in Bengaluru anymore because your infrastructure is crumbling, sir.
It's very unfortunate that the infrastructure has reached such a stage in Bangalore. But if you sit back and analyze, it is a very clear-cut case of policy failure, absence of long-term plans, absence of protocol, faulty design of flyovers, faulty design of culverts, which are all done by the previous governments also, and they are straightly blaming away the BJP government, which is there since last 4.5 years. So my question to the opposition spokesperson is, what is the achievement of the Siddaramaiah government? What is the programs that he has given towards the development of the software area in that Marthandi Bommanelli belt or the ORR? It is nothing but short, myopic and illogical type of planning that he has given there. So this added to what you have mentioned, around 368% of increased rainfall in the last couple of weeks, 141% of rain maximum average which has increased, 699 encroachments in that area of Marthandi Bommanelli. What were the Congress and the Kumaraswamy government doing over this, sleeping over it? And
Dr. Rangappa, sir, I have to come in. Because you're the first spokesperson of a government which you are sitting in power. You are admitting to the abject failure and the civic apathy in Bengaluru. You're admitting to it, but you're blaming the opposition. Sir, it is in your hands. You've already been in government for many years.
We are trying to repair what the damage that has been done by the previous government.
We're going to try and correct your audio line, sir, but, I guess this is what politics is all about. Because it's amazing that you can turn around and blame the opposition while admitting to everything that is wrong with Bengaluru and asking questions of the opposition. I'm sorry, sir. Don't cut it.
Excuse me.
These questions need to be answered by you. Yes, Lavanya, go ahead.
See, BBMP is the governing body of Bangalore city. And BBMP has been governed both by BJP, the previous BBMP mayor was, Bangalore mayor was from BJP. So BJP and Congress has been in power in the BBMP for the longest time, and BBMP is the second richest civic body in Karnataka in India after Mumbai. It is the
BNP, yes.
second richest civic body. The question is, what happens to this? You have seen, one of the MLAs of IT sector is Mr. Arvind Limbavali, and you have seen in the last couple of days how he's been reacting to people, how his response has been to the citizens. The question
Balal,
is,
the
the
fact is-
MLAs are at fault, the corporators are at fault, and the biggest thing is, I feel Karnataka needs
Yes,
to stop.
but Mr. Balal, but Ms. Balal, you know, there's enough of the doing of the Congress in this as well.